Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another Good Morning Grief Devotion. It's Shabbat. Pastor Corey Allen Duncan Sr. So happy and excited to have this wonderful opportunity to come to you today to lead you in a very special way. And today's Good Morning Grief Devotion. This is the daily grief devotion that is strategically designed to help you to navigate through your grief one day at a time. What is grief? I'm so glad you asked. Grief, my brothers and sisters, it is the natural and normal and necessary response to loss, change, and transition that results in the expressions of feelings and emotions. Grief is what you feel on the inside. Why do I always go into that little cheap Jamaican accent? Grief is what you feel on the inside. Mourning is how you reveal it on the outside. Therefore, we don't suppress it, but we express it. We don't conceal it, but we reveal it. We don't ignore it, but we explore it. We don't lock it up, but we let it out. And that's why we shout, good morning, good morning, good morning. Because mourning is a good thing. Mourning is a good thing. Mourning is a great thing. And we are grateful for the opportunity to mourn. To mourn in a very meaningful way. And I want to thank y'all for joining us on today. Look, make sure you like, share, tag somebody in this post. If it's a blessing to you, guess what? 10 times out of 10 is going to be a blessing to them. So don't be stingy. Don't be selfish. Don't keep it to yourself. Share the love, share the wealth. One time for the one time in Jesus' name. Share the love, share the wealth, share the love, share the wealth, share the love. Share the wealth, share the love, share the wealth. Let them know in Jesus' name. Thank y'all for joining us on today. I'm super duper excited about today. Before I get started today, I realized something this morning. I talked to my mother, as I do every single morning. Today, y'all keep my mother in prayer. Today is the 25th anniversary of the passing of her daughter, my sister, the 25th anniversary. She died May 1st, 1999. This is the day we took her off the ventilator. After she went brain dead, no brainwave activity, and we took her off the ventilator on today, 25 years ago. She has been gone longer than she was alive. It happened when she was 24 years old. And so, talked to my mom this morning. I could tell there was a little something there. And I said, "What you thinking, Mama?" She said, "Just wondering, just wondering, just wondering." Right? My sister would have been 50 years old in November, I believe November 24th. And so, just wondering. So this is 25 years later. I'm trying to show y'all how the grief journey, right? And I know the pain is nowhere as intense today as it was when it happened then or in the years that followed. But I want to tell you how the journey continues, because you hit milestones like this and you know what you end up doing? Wondering. You end up wondering, what would she be like? You end up wondering, how many kids would she have? Where would she be in her career? You end up wondering, what would she have accomplished? You wonder about the moments or the memories that you would have had, right? You end up wondering. And so these are those moments that, as you continue to navigate through your grief process, I know some of y'all, we get a year in or two or three, and we start to feel better, and we think that, hey, well, I'm good. This is the thing. It's like an alcoholic; they're a recovering alcoholic for the rest of their life. It's not I've gotten over this and I'm good. No, it's like a thorn in your flesh that you have to deal with, and God gives you grace, right? But every single day, or there'll be seasons where it just bam, it hits differently, right? And so today is the 25th anniversary of the passing of my sister. And so y'all keep my mom in prayer on today, as she wonders, right? As she wonders. And so I thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. Without further ado, let's jump into today's devotion. Today is day 122. This is for me and for you. We're going to talk about I cultivate resilience. I cultivate resilience. I cultivate resilience. Resilience is the capacity to bounce back after difficult life losses and transitions. Resilience is the capacity to bounce back. That life is going to hit you, life is going to hit you hard, but will you be resilient? Will you have the power, the capacity to bounce back after life hits you hard? It is the ability to bounce back after difficult losses and transitions. At the same time that I'm embracing my grief, I'm also cultivating my resilience. I'm not trying to bounce back in a phony grief avoiding way, right? I'm cultivating my grief. I'm embracing my grief, and I'm also cultivating my resilience. I'm cultivating my ability to bounce back. And I love it because it says, I'm not trying to bounce back in a phony grief avoiding way. That's not what we're doing. Some people, they say it's resilience and it's not resilience because it's phony and they avoiding grief. Oh, I'm fine. Oh, I'm good. Oh, I'm fine. Because they're avoiding grief and feel as if they're bouncing back and they're not. So I'm not trying to bounce back in a fourth grief avoidance way. Instead, I'm trying to focus on what I can control, mostly my own thoughts and actions versus what I can't. Focus on what you can control, your own thoughts, your own actions versus what you can't control. That's in any given situation or circumstance. You always focus on the variables that you can control, right? So many of us will spend time expending energy on things that we have no control over. The key to all of that is focusing on what you can control. What can you control in this season of your life? What can you control as you go through this right here? What can you control? What is it that you can control? As you focus on bouncing back, what is it that you can control? When I choose to think and act with kindness, love, hope, gratitude, and connection, I'm cultivating resilience. I love it. I love it. Check it out again. Resilience, y'all, is the capacity to bounce back after difficult life loss and transitions. You are going to bounce back. The question becomes, how resilient are you going to be? You are going to bounce back when you mourn actively. When you mourn actively, right? Don't just grieve, mourn, right? Grief is what you feel. Mourning is what you reveal. Mourning is expressing outwardly what you're feeling inwardly. When you mourn actively, not just grieve, but when you mourn, that's when you cultivate the power and the ability to bounce back. That's when you start to bounce back. That's when you navigate through the process. That's when the healing starts to begin, right? So resilience is the capacity to bounce back after difficult life losses and transitions at the same time that I'm embracing my grief. Remember, because we're going to embrace and befriend our grief. Is not the enemy, right? It's our friend. I'm cultivating my resilience, and I'm not trying to bounce back in a phony grief avoidance type of way. Instead, I'm trying to focus on what I can control, mostly my thoughts and actions versus what I can't. Choose to think and act with kindness, with love, with hope, with gratitude, and connection. We could break all of those down, right? But choose to act and think with kindness, right? Be kind to yourself, with love and hope, right? With gratitude and connection. When you do that, guess what, y'all? You're going to cultivate your resilience. You are cultivating your ability to bounce back. That is going to help you and enable you and empower you to bounce back from the things that you are going through. Here's the final thought. In allowing myself to be vulnerable, I discovered that I can also be resilient. In allowing myself to be vulnerable, you will discover that you are also allowing yourself to be resilient. Today is day 122. This is for me and for you. I cultivate resilience. I cultivate resilience. Questions, comments, if you got them, holler at your boy. Questions, comments, if you got them, holler at your boy. We want you to be resilient. We want you to continue to bounce back. We want you to continue to have your way. Thank y'all for all the love and the shouts outs and all these wonderful things. Y'all praying for my mama. Praying for my mama. Praying for all of y'all. I just want to let y'all know the journey continues, right? The journey continues. You hit milestones, you hit times and dates, and when those anniversary dates come along, right, it can really be something, right? It can really be something. I know Miss Pilar just hit the 4-year anniversary, right? I believe it was 4 years. of her father, Miss Amy Patrick, her husband, right? 4 years. And so we hit these anniversaries, we hit these moments, and we have these times, right? Times of reflection, times where things come back to the surface, times I love it. I love what she said because it's so true. We begin to wonder. We begin, yeah, I know you used to talk all the time. You be quiet now. You are always adding to the conversation. I know you here. I appreciate your presence, right? I appreciate your presence. And so, yeah, she said, yep, 4 years. Yep, 4 years just a couple of days ago. And Miss Felicia, 6 years. Yeah. And so letting you know that even after 25 years, and I wanted to, I showed y'all, I don't know if I showed y'all. I don't have time now. But I posted a picture and you begin to wonder. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can find this. You begin, right? You begin to wonder. I'm gonna see if I can find it real quick. I got 1,000 pictures in my phone, but I'm gonna see. I want y'all to see something. I want y'all to see something. I should have put it in my favorites. I want y'all to see something. If y'all got a minute, hang on and hold on. Y'all ain't got nothing else to do. Hold on. I want y'all to see something because that's bam. Thank you, God, for bringing me straight to it. Won't he do it? Yes, he will. I want y'all to see something. I want y'all to see something. Hold on. Send anyway. Medium. Yep. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I want y'all to see something. So you begin to wonder. You begin to wonder. The bank account would be debited for Clover services. You begin to wonder. I know Maxwell said, don't ever wonder, right? Don't ever wonder. You begin to wonder. Hold on one second. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Come on, where we at? There we go. No, what are you doing? I don't want that. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I just want y'all to see something because you do. Mom said it best that you begin to what? You begin to wonder. Oh, there we go. You begin to wonder. So I want y'all to see something. It is DNA is something else. So my sister, she died at 24 when she was 24 years ago. This was 1999. It was 25 years ago today. She died when she was 24 years old, 25 years ago today. And there's just a lot of different symbolism too. That my sister, she died in 1999. My daughter was born 10 years later in 2009, right? So my daughter was born in 2009, 10 years after my sister passed away. She died at 24. I want to show y'all a picture of my daughter at 14, right? I want to show y'all a picture of my daughter at 14. The picture, and this is a side by side of my sister and my daughter. And this was one of the last pictures my sister took because everything began to unfold on her wedding day, right? If you haven't heard the story, I have to do a special story time and tell you about it. But everything began to unfold on her wedding day. When she passed out, went into the hospital in coma, all of this stuff. But this is my sister at 24. This is my daughter at 14. Check this out. Do y'all see that? Do y'all see that? Do y'all see that? Crazy, ain't it? Ain't that crazy? That's my sister at 24. This is my daughter at 14. My sister at 24. My daughter at 14. My sister at 24. My daughter at 14. So looking at this picture makes me what? It makes me wonder. Like mom said, right? 25 years later, she wonders. What would she have done? What would she have been? What she had accomplished? My daughter and my sister would have been besties. I know she would have spoiled her to death. She looked just like her. She would have called her twin niece, right? this this would have been her twin niece. And I already know it would have been a wrap. She would have they would have been rotten together, right? They would have been rotten together. She would have been super duper spoiled. And so just looking at that, man, it makes you what? It makes you just wonder. Even I wonder, I wonder about the nature of the connection in the relationship, having an auntie and what that would look like, right? Because I know she would have been over there. I know by now my sister would have had, children, and so they would have had cousins to play with, and this, that, and the other, and you just wonder, right? You just wonder. So for everybody that's lost a loved one, you wonder. No matter how long it's been. For her, it's been 25 years. For me, it's been 25 years. But for you, whether it's been 2, 3, 5, 10, or 15, you wonder, right? Age progression. What would they look like? What would you wonder? You wonder. You wonder. You wonder. And so, and there's nothing wrong with wondering. You got to express how you feel, right? Express how you feel. These are the conversations you have to have, right? Oh my goodness, today. Wow. You see your sister and your daughter. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, twin, where have you been? Same smile and everything. When I seen the picture, I said, this is crazy. Totally twin. DNA is something else, y'all. DNA is something else. And so you wonder. So I want to encourage those that are on here today that are wondering, continue to wonder. There's nothing wrong with wondering. There's nothing wrong with thinking and imagining. There's nothing wrong with processing and how you feel and what would have been and this, that, and the other. I know for some people that you say, man, that's painful. That can be painful. It's a part of the process. It's a part of the process for you to not suppress that, but express that, right? To give yourself permission to feel that. Yeah, to wonder. And yeah, you might cry, right? Yeah, you gonna cry. You might cry. Yeah, it might be a little painful, but it's the pain of change versus the pain of remaining the same. You got to get that out, right? So wonder. I want you to have the opportunity, the ability to go ahead and wonder in Jesus' name. All right. I love y'all with the love of the Lord. I'll let y'all see it one more time. For the one time. I'm talking about the chin. I'm talking about, man, it is absolutely crazy. That's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Thank y'all for joining us on today. I love y'all with the love of the Lord. Yo, I'll see y'all again tomorrow, same time, same place. Yo, go ahead and wonder. Let yourself wonder. Go through that process. I love y'all with the love of the Lord. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Let's go.